Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today the Cubs and Brewers are going to square off for the third game in this four-game series at Wrigley Field. The Cubs, struggling, losing the first two against the Brewers, are looking to right the ship today against the suddenly surging Brewers, who have won 4 straight and 8 of their last 10. For today's game, we're going to see Brent Suter on the mound for the Cubs. He is making start number 21 with a 5-4 record. He has a 3.58 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. The Cubs lineup is going to take a little bit of an edit today, as Jorge Soler is going to, in fact, be brought into the starting lineup, assuming that Mr. Soler wishes to be brought into the starting lineup. And we see that so with that change being made, the Cubs lineup today will consist of Horner, Grisham, Correa, Rizzo, Bryant, Harper, Soler playing left, Amaya, and Suter batting ninth. For the Brewers, Marcus Stroman will be on the mound making the start. He's making start number 24. With a 9-4 record, he has a 3.39 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP. The Brewers lineup will include Ortega, Urias, Springer, Higuera, Cruz, Navarez, Marrero, Hager, and Stroman batting ninth. It is 82 degrees, a balmy day here in Chicago with the wind blowing in off the lake at 11 mph. The Cubs entering play today, first place in the NL Central, and also 17 games up on the division lead. We see now a capacity crowd here at Wrigley Field getting to see this rivalry game between the Cubs and Brewers. This rivalry actually goes all the way back to when the Braves played in Milwaukee. There's a grounder back toward the mound. The throw goes over to first, and Suter has retired Ortega for the first out of the inning. Urias now batting with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's going to be out number 2. Suter with his first strikeout of the game. And now Springer batting. 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch. Popped up left field. That's going to drop in for a little bloop single just out of reach of the shortstop. 2-out single there for George Springer here in the top of the first inning. Suter now facing Higuera with 2 outs and 1 man on. 2 strikes is the count, and a grounder back toward the mound. The pitcher has it. He throws to first, and the inning is over. So the Brewers get a base hit. They strand a runner, going to the bottom of the first of a 0-0 ball game. Nico Horner facing Marcus Stroman in the bottom of the first inning. Full count as Horner stands into the right-handed batter's box. Stroman delivering the pitch. There's a grounder up the middle. Shortstop grabs it. He throws over to first for out number 1. Next up, Trent Grisham with 1 out, nobody on. Full count delivery. Here comes the pitch. Grisham popping it up to short center field. Going out is the shortstop. Standing 1 foot on the outfield grass. He will make the catch for out number 2. With Correa now batting, 2 outs and nobody on. Stroman working with a 2-strike count. And Correa swings and misses at a high fastball for out number 3. So just like that, the inning's over. We go to the top of the second of a 0-0 ball game. Suter now working to Nelson Cruz with a full count. The payoff pitch on the way. Popped up on the infield. Cruz really went down and got that one. It's basically at his shoe tops. Correa waiting for it to come down. He stands in and makes the catch for out number 1. Navarez now batting, 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch. Suter looking for the sign. And here's the delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So that's out number 2. Suter with his second strikeout of the day, bringing up Devin Marrero. 2 outs, nobody on. 1 strike is the count. Here's the delivery. Grounded past the third baseman down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases as Soler cuts it off. Throws it into second. Sliding in safely with a 2-out double. That is Devin Marrero here at the top of the second inning. Hager now batting with 2 outs and runner on second. Suter working. 2 strikes is the count. Grounder toward third. This time Bryant has it. He throws to first, and that's going to end the inning. So the Brewers strand another runner. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the second of a 0-0 ball game. Anthony Rizzo leading off the inning for the Chicago Cubs. Stroman working with a 2-ball count. Here comes the pitch. Hopped up down the left field line. Chasing is Yelich. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Or excuse me, that's Ortega. That's right, Yelich is sitting out today's game. Bryant now batting, 1 out, nobody on. Stroman working with a 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch to Chris Bryant. And he lines it into center field. That's going to be a 1-out single. Chris Bryant making a big turn, but thinking better of it as he stays at first base with the Cubs' first base hit of this ball game. Now Bryce Harper's the batter with 1 out and 1 man on. Stroman working with a 2-2 count. Here's the delivery, and Harper watches strike 3 go by. That was a shoulder-high fastball, and the umpire rung him up for out number 2. Soler now batting with 2 outs and 1 man on. Stroman with the 1-2 count, and Soler swings and misses to end the inning. So just like that, the inning's over. The Cubs strand a runner. We go to the top of the third, still tied up at 0. Marcus Stroman leading off against Suter. Pitcher versus pitcher here in the top of the third inning. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the delivery. Grounder towards second. Horner grabs it. He throws to first for out number 1. Ortega now batting with 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the delivery and a grounder toward first. Rizzo getting the play. He wins the foot race to the bag, and that's out number 2. Urias now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. Full count delivery and a grounder towards second. Horner has it. He flips to Rizzo, and the inning is over. So 3 ground balls retires the Brewers. We go now to the bottom of the third of a 0-0 ball game. Stroman facing Amaya. Cubs looking for some runs here in the bottom of the third. 2-1 is the count, and Amaya grounds it towards short. The throw goes to first, and he's retired easily for out number 1. Suter now batting with 1 out, nobody on. Suter 2 for 23 on the season. Waiting for the 2-strike pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a cutter at 91. And man, Stroman made him look bad on that one. So 4 strikeouts now on the day for Marcus Stroman as Nico Hoerner comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. 1 strike is the count to Hoerner. And a grounder back toward the mound. The pitcher grabs it. He throws to first, but he is late. The pitcher was slow reacting to that slow ground ball, and Hoerner beats it out for an infield single. So now Grisham's the batter with 2 outs and the runner on first. Grisham waiting for the 3-1 pitch, and he pops it up down the left field line. Coming over is the left fielder Ortega, and he grabs it to end the inning. So the Cubs strand another runner. They do not score. We're going to the top of the fourth of a 0-0 contest. Springer facing Suter in the top of the 4th inning. 2-2 is the count. Suter getting the ground ball to short. As Correa has it, he throws to first. That's out number 1. Hyura now batting with 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike is the pitch to Hyura, and there's a drive to deep center field. Going back is Grisham. He's going to have it on the warning track. The catch is made for out number 2. Cruz now batting with 2 outs, nobody on. Suter working with a full count. Here it comes. And a grounder toward short. Correa has it. He throws to first, and just like that, the inning's over. So the Brewers do not score as they're retired in order. We go to the bottom of the 4th of a 0-0 ball game. Stroman facing Correa to lead off for the Cubs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here comes the pitch from Stroman, and Correa is going to line that one past the shortstop into left field. That is going to be a leadoff single for Carlos Correa. So the Cubs with the go-ahead runner on base, and Rizzo now batting in the bottom of the 4th inning. Stroman working with a 2-strike count. Rizzo drives it into right, short right field. That is going to be playable for the second baseman for out number 1. Now Bryant the batter with 1 out, 1 man on. Bryant got a base hit his first time up. Here comes the pitch, and Bryant grounds it towards short. The throw goes to second, the relay to first. That's a 6-4-3 double play. And now the Cubs inning is over. The threat has been ended, and we go to the top of the 5th of a 0-0 ball game. Navarez facing Suter here in the top of the 5th inning. 2-1 is the count. Here's the delivery, grounder back toward third base. Bryant picking it up. He does not throw to first as the catcher Navarez beats it out for what might be his first infield single in his entire career. Devin Marrero now the batter with a runner on first, nobody out. Suter working with a 1-strike count. The bunt is laid down. The pitcher has it. He throws to first, and the out is recorded here in the top of the fifth inning. The sacrifice successful as Navarez advances to second, and now Hager is the batter with 1 out, 1 man on. Suter working with a 1-1 count. Hager is going to drive that one down in the gap in left field all the way down the line. That's going to drive in the run easily. Soler chasing down into the corner. He is going to have a throw to third, but that'll be an RBI triple. And the Brewers have taken a 1-0 lead here in the top of the fifth inning. So the Brewers strike first, and now Marcus Stroman the batter. 1 out, runner on third. Top of the fifth. Suter needs to buckle down and strike out Stroman right here. Here comes the first pitch. There's a grounder toward third. A diving play. Bryant has it, and he throws it away. I don't know why he didn't throw home on that play, but he threw it to first, and he threw it all the way into the dugout, the first base dugout. So now the Brewers have a second run. They're up 2-0 in the top of the fifth. The runner advances to second on the error. The runner from third scores, and now Ortega's the batter. Top of the fifth inning still. Suter facing Ortega with a runner on second and 1 out. 1-2 is the count. And there's a grounder toward first. Rizzo has that when he steps on the base for out number 2. And now Urias is batting. With a runner on third, 2 outs, Brewers up by 2. Here's a 1-1 count and the delivery. And it's popped up to right center field. Chasing is Grisham. He calls off Harper and makes the play to end the inning. So the Brewers score twice, capitalizing on a Cub error. We're going now to the bottom of the fifth of a 2-0 ball game. Bryce Harper leading off for the Cubs as they have a hole to dig themselves out of here in the bottom of the fifth. 3 balls is the count. Here's the pitch, and that is low and in for ball 4. So Bryce Harper drawing the leadoff walk here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Jorge Soler is now the batter. Runner on first, nobody out. Soler facing Stroman. 3-1 is the count. That was way inside for ball 4. So just like that, the Cubs now have the tying run on base, 2 walks issued. Those are Stroman's first 2 of the ball game. Miguel Amaya is now the batter, and we are going to warm up a reliever because we'll be pinch hitting for Mr. Suter when his turn comes up next. Junior Fernandez is going to start warming up in the Cub bullpen. Miguel Amaya is the batter. He's facing Stroman with 2 men on, nobody out in the bottom of the fifth inning. Amaya is 0 for 1 today. He is waiting for the 1-2 pitch. And there's a liner into right field. That's a base hit. Is it going to drive in a run? The throw comes home, the slide, and the runner is safe. So Chris Bryant advances to second. Amaya gets the RBI single as Harper scores, and now the Brewers' lead is cut in half. This is a 2-1 ball game. Or excuse me, yeah, Soler advances to second. Harper scores, and Amaya's on first. And now the pitcher Suter comes up, and we're going to pinch hit for the pitcher. And in this case, we're going to pinch hit with the lefty, Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, excuse me, will be batting against Marcus Stroman with nobody out, runners on first and second in the bottom of the fifth inning. Stroman having allowed the first run for his side of the ledger in this ball game. Here's a 2-strike count and the pitch. And a liner into center field. There's another base hit. The runners had to hesitate because they weren't sure if it was going to be caught. The throw comes to the cutoff man. The run does not score, so the bases are loaded. The runners are held up because they thought the shortstop might have range to grab that ball. But now with the bases loaded, Nico Hoerner comes up in the bottom of the fifth inning. Stroman versus Hoerner with nobody out, 1 run already in. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, and Hoerner pops it up to short center field. This is not going to be deep enough. Actually, that's on the infield. The second baseman gets a glove on it as infield fly is ruled. And now that's the first out of the inning. Grisham now is the batter. With the bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Grisham facing Stroman with a 2-1 count. And he's going to ground it up the middle through the drawn-in infield. That gets into center field to tie up the ball game. The throw comes home, but another run is going to score, and now the Cubs have a 3-2 lead. Trent Grisham with the RBI single here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Cubs have reversed the score, taking the 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Trent Grisham now with 54 RBIs on the season, and he is going to face, or he is on first as Correa steps in to face Stroman here in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out still, 2 men on. Cronenworth and Grisham. Does he have any real speed? I mean, not exactly. So, excuse me. Cronenworth on first and on second, and Grisham on first. Correa facing Stroman, bottom of the 5th. Cubs up by 1, looking for some insurance runs. Here's a 1-ball count, and Correa lines it into center field for another base hit. So now the hit parade continues. The bases are loaded once again as they do not test the arm of the center fielder, Springer. And now Rizzo's the batter. 1 out, bases loaded. Stroman versus Rizzo here in the bottom of the 5th. How much rope are they going to allow Stroman here in the bottom of the 5th? 1-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch to Rizzo. And he swings and misses for strike 3. So that's the second out of the inning. That was a sinker. Nasty sinker right there from Stroman. And now Chris Bryant's the batter. He's 1 for 2 today. Bryant versus Stroman with 2 outs and the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bryant waiting for the 3-1 pitch. And he takes low for ball 4, so that walks in a run. And in a bizarre twist of the MLB rules, Bryant is actually credited with his 18th RBI of the season. So Harper now batting with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Harper drew a walk to lead off this inning. He is the 10th batter coming up now against Stroman here in the bottom of the 5th. 4 runs are already in, 3 runners on base. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and there's a grounder towards second. The throw goes over to first, and just like that, the inning is over. The Cubs leave the bases loaded, but not before they score 4 times to take a 4-2 lead into the top of the 6th inning. And now, Junior Fernandez is going to be inserted into this ball game. We're actually going to put him into the number, well, let's see here. So we would have to pinch hit for the pitcher's spot in the bottom of the 6th inning. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll end up burning another pinch hitter in the next half inning, but it's fine. We'll just go ahead and do that. So, Junior Fernandez coming out of the bullpen with 53 1/3 innings thrown, 24 walks, 69 strikeouts, and a 3.21 ERA. He is going to face Springer, Hyura, and Cruz here in the top of the 6th inning. 1 ball is the count. Junior Fernandez looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. There's a drive to shallow left field. Coming in is Soler. He looks up and makes the catch for out number 1. Hyura now the batter with a 2-strike count. Junior Fernandez looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Hyura chased one down at his shoe tops. That was out number 2. Fernandez with his first strikeout of the game, and now Nelson Cruz is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Fernandez working with a 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch, and a grounder up the middle. The second baseman has it. He throws over to first, and the inning is over. So the Brewers are retired in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th of a 4-2 ball game. Soler is going to lead off against Stroman, who is still on the mound for the Brewers here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Soler waiting for the 2-1 delivery. Stroman coming to the plate. There's a drive to center field. That is not going to be deep enough, however, as the wind knocks it down. The center fielder has room to make the catch for out number 1. Soler certainly gave that one a ride, but he hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark and into the wind. So now Amaya's the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Stroman working with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Miguel Amaya. And there's a looper over the third baseman's head. That's going to drop into left field for a 1-out single. Oh, he's trying to extend it out to second. And he is thrown out at second, trying to extend a single to a double here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Man, Amaya must have ate his Wheaties this morning. He thought he was going to leg that one out, but he came up a little bit short as he was thrown out at second. And now, we're going to pinch hit with Danny Santana. No, you know what? Well, Stroman is still on the mound. We're going to pinch hit. Yeah, we're going to pinch hit with Santana. That's fine. Bottom of the 6th inning, Santana is going to come up with 2 outs and nobody on. Santana batting from the left side against the righty Stroman. And we do need to get a different pitcher up. In this case, we are going to have Ian Hamilton get warmed up to pitch the Brewers in the top of the 7th inning. Stroman now facing Santana. He is looking for the sign. Here's the delivery, and there's a grounder towards second. The throw goes to first, and the inning is over. So the Cubs do not score. We're going to the top of the 7th of a 4-2 ball game. And now Ian Hamilton will be brought into this game to the number 9 spot. And he'll do some pitching as he duels with the Brewers lineup here in the top of the 7th. Hamilton facing Navarez to lead off the inning. Hamilton has thrown 2 2/3 innings, walked 1, struck out 3 with an ERA of 0. This is his second stint with the big league club here this season. 2 balls is the count. Hamilton looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. And there's a drive to deep right field. That is going to leave the ballpark. Bryce Harper looks up as it clears the seats and lands on the street behind the stadium. 415 feet out to right field. And now this is a 4-3 ball game. Hamilton now facing Marrero with nobody out, nobody on, 1 run already in. We are going to also warm up Joe Jimenez. You know, I was really hoping to save Jimenez for the 8th. Well, that's what we're going to do. So Hamilton now facing Marrero with a full count. Here comes the delivery. And a grounder towards second. Horner has it. He throws over to first, and that's out number 1. Hager now the batter, 1 out, nobody on. Hamilton working with another full count. Here comes the pitch to Hager. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Hamilton gets him to swing and miss at the fastball at 96. So that's out number 2. Edwin Encarnacion is now going to come off the Brewers bench, and he is going to pinch hit for the pitcher's spot here in the top of the 7th inning. The Brewers are down by 1. Encarnacion has 14 home runs and a 156 batting average on the season. 1-2 is the count as Hamilton delivers the pitch. And a swing and a miss to end the inning. There's a fastball up and in, and Encarnacion could not lay off. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. It is a 4-3 ball game. And here to lead the 7th inning stretch is Willie Gault. For the Brewers now, coming out of the bullpen in the bottom of the 7th inning, is Yusmeiro Petit. Petit is going to face the top of the Cubs lineup in the bottom of the 7th inning. He has thrown 49 1/3 innings, walked 7, struck out 41 with a 5.84 ERA. Petit, working with a 1 strike count, he is looking for the sign, and here is the delivery to Nico Horner. And Horner grounds it towards short. The diving play, the shortstop throws to first, but it's late, and Horner has beat out an infield single. So he's now standing on first as Grisham is the batter, and we're going to be looking for an opportunity to start the runner here. Petit facing Grisham in the bottom of the 7th with a runner on first, nobody out. I try to steal second on the first pitch, see what happens here. Petit looking for the sign. Here's the delivery. There's the pitch out. The throw goes down to second, and it goes into center field. Nico Horner is going to end up on third. Man, the Brewers had it pegged. They knew the steal was coming. They pitched out, and the throw from Navarez sailed into center field. So now Nico Horner is on third base here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Grisham's still the batter. They're going to intentionally walk Grisham. Really? So, okay, now the Cubs have runners in the corners, nobody out. Carlos Correa is the batter. Correa, who has 20 home runs, is leading the team this season. Petit facing Correa with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And there's a grounder toward first. First baseman has it. He steps on the base. That is out number 1. The runner advances to second is Grisham. The runner from third, Horner, does not try to score. Now Rizzo's the batter with 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position here in the bottom of the 7th. Petit working. First pitch to Anthony Rizzo, and they're going to intentionally walk him. So Rizzo is now standing on first with the bases loaded. The infield will be drawn in, and Chris Bryant is the batter. Man, this is a huge situation for Chris Bryant. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI, although the RBI is not actually connected with the base hit. So Petit facing Bryant with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So just like that, there are 2 outs in the inning. And now Bryce Harper's the batter. Bases still loaded. Still 2 men out. Bottom of the 7th. Petit working. Full count. Payoff pitch. Here it comes. And Harper swings and misses for the strikeout. So the strikeout brothers strand the bases loaded. We go to the top of the 8th. It's a 4-3 ball game. And now Jimenez is warming. We're going to visit the mound. He says he feels great. So Hamilton is going to face Ortega to lead off the inning here in the top of the 8th inning. Here comes the 1-1 count. Hamilton with the delivery and a pop-up to left. Coming in fast is Soler. He looks up and makes the catch for out number 1. And now Jimenez is ready, and we are going to bring him in to pitch in the top of the 8th inning. And then we are also going to warm up Ryan Presley. So Jimenez is going to face Urias with 1 out, nobody on. The Cubs up by 1. Joe Jimenez has thrown 44 innings, walked 10, struck out 58 with a 3.07 ERA. Jimenez working, full count, looking for the sign, and here is the delivery. And ball 4, oh man, that was just off the inside corner. That looked like he was going to get rung up. So now there's a runner on first and 1 out. And Christian Yelich is coming off the Brewers bench to pinch hit here in the top of the 8th. Yelich with 19 home runs and a .274 batting average on the season. He's facing Joe Jimenez with 1 out, 1 man on. 1-2 is the count. Joe Jimenez with the pitch and a drive to right. Harper chasing. He's going to have room, and he will make the catch for out number 2. The runner holds at first, and now Kestenheier is the batter with 2 outs and the runner on first. Jimenez working with the tying run on base. From the stretch, here's the 1-strike delivery and a pop-up behind second base. Going back is Horner. He looks up and makes the catch to end the inning. So the Cubs do not allow the Brewers to score. The runner is stranded. We're going to the bottom of the 8th of a 4-3 Cub lead. Sergio Romo coming out of the Brewers bullpen. He has thrown 49 1/3 innings, 12 walks, 45 strikeouts, and a .255 ERA. He is pitching the 8th inning for the Brewers, going to face Soler, Amaya, and the pitcher's spot. Romo working with a 1-strike count. He is looking for the sign. And here is the delivery. And a drive to left, gonna be deep, going way back, and that is a home run down the left field line. Jorge Soler has just hit a 374-foot home run down the left field line. The Cubs have reestablished the 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Miguel Amaya now is the batter. Romo working to Amaya in the bottom of the 8th. 1 run already in. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the pitch. And there's a drive to left, but that's not going to be nearly as deep. The left fielder has room, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And now we're going to get a pinch hitter for the pitcher's spot. This is going to be, Buster Posey. Posey, coming off of the Cub bench, has 6 home runs, 40 RBIs, and a .272 batting average on the season. Posey facing Romo, former teammates in San Francisco, with 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. 1-2 is the count. Posey waiting for the pitch, and he pops it up to right. Got that one off the end of the bat, the right fielder coming in, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Romo now facing Horner with 2 outs, nobody on. Romo working with a 1-2 count. Here comes the delivery, and there's a pop-up to center. Coming in fast is Springer. He is on the run and making the catch to end the inning. So the inning is over. The Cubs do score on the Soler home run. We're going to the top of the 9th of a 5-3 ball game. And now Ryan Presley is going to come out of the Cub bullpen to try to nail down the save here in the top of the 9th inning. Presley has thrown 41 2/3 innings, walked 18, struck out 53 with a 3.46 ERA. Presley will face Cruz, Navarez, and Marrero here in the top of the 9th inning. Presley working with a 2-2 count. He is looking for the sign. And here is the delivery. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a fastball down, and Cruz chased it for the first out of the inning. Now Presley facing Navarez with 1 out, nobody on. 3 balls is the count. Presley looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. That is way outside for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk puts a runner on first, and it brings up a pinch hitter, Cooper Hummel. Hummel has 7 home runs and a 2.46 batting average on the season. He is facing Presley with 1 out, 1 man on in the top of the 9th inning. Presley working with the first pitch. It's a grounder toward third. Bryant has it. He throws to second. The relay to first. That's a 5-4-3 double play, and the game is over. The Cubs infield defense stepping up in the 9th to end the game on a ground ball double play. So the Cubs are victorious 5-3. They get 5 runs on 10 hits with 1 error. The Brewers 3 runs on 5 hits with 1 error. The player of today's game is the Cubs' Brent Suter. He earns the win, going 5 innings of 4-hit, 2-run baseball, 1 earned, with 2 strikeouts. He improves his record to 6-3. Fernandez, Hamilton, and Jimenez all got holds out of the bullpen, and Ryan Presley records his first save as a Cub. Marcus Stroman tagged with the loss. He drops to 9-7, throwing 6 innings of 8-hit, 4-run baseball with 3 walks and 5 strikeouts. So the Cubs now improve to 74-43 as the Brewers drop to 53-62. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.